Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we continued to work on our Wings of the Goddess missions, where we headed to Sandoria in the present, and came to visit one of Lilith's family friends? Amara is her name? Because Lilith wanted her to make some of the medicine that she used to give to her father. Because, well, her father needs it. But apparently the ingredients that are needed no longer exist. So we had to go to the past, or at least I had to go to the past, get the bulb that I needed, brought that forward, and then find out that, well, what we need is not the bulb. What we need is the resin from the adult plant, which takes 20 years to grow. So we went back in time, planted the bulb, came forward in time 20 years, and then fought the fully adult notorious monster plant. Got the resin that we need. So we turned that in to get the medicine made. But that was going to take some time, and unfortunately, because I timed things poorly, I turned everything in at like 1 a.m. in the morning, and then it was going to take an entire game day, which takes like over an hour to progress, to get the results, and so I just didn't have time, so I had to end the episode early. So we are now back, and things should definitely be done now. So let's go ahead and talk to Amara. Young ones, the medicine's ready. I sincerely hope it serves its purpose. Thank you so much, Amara. Lilith, I recall having told you in the past, but this medicine possesses no healing powers, none whatsoever. While it can alleviate the most severe symptoms and relieve pain by way of dulling the senses, the effects are temporary at best. You understand that, don't you? Yes, Amara, I understand. You're the last person who needs any reminding, but no medicine of any kind was able to save your father. Come, Tuna. We have a delivery to make. Oh, it delights me to see the beautiful young woman Lilith has become. Quite a far cry from the snot-nosed crybaby who used to come running to me, eyes all red whenever the other children teased her. I can only imagine the solitude she must have felt growing up bereft of her parents. But I'm relieved to see that she's no longer alone. Alright, so now we need to head back to the past again. This way. To the home point so we can teleport ourselves. Oop. One far front, Southern Sandoria S. Alright, so we need to talk to Rostin. Not sure how you pronounce the guy's name. That guy, right there. Ah, Tuna, crave your pardon for my recent effrontery. Sir Regulus himself has informed me of the invaluable role you play in our nation's defense. Please, enter at will. Your passage shall be hindered no more. Nagmalada. Hello there. Long time no see. I beseech your reconsideration, Sir Nagmalada. Impossible. The message has already been delivered to His Majesty the King. But, sir, the citizenry, surely they deserve the right to have a say in this matter. It would appear you have visitors. You are evidently a busy man. I will keep you from your duties no longer. If you could spare but a few moments, I'd like to introduce you to Tuna of the Cobra Mercenaries of Windhurst, a loyal soldier of the Alliance. Is that so? Tuna, as a fellow member of the Allied forces, I implore you to join with me in dissuading Sir Nagmalada. Medicine, you say? That must wait. We have more urgent matters to resolve. Sir Nagmalada, you see, has brought with him news of dire gravity from Juno. It is the intent of the Duchy to surrender to the Beastmen Confederate. The Beastmen have been targeting Juno with an unsettling singleness of mind as of late, with many fierce clashes taking place within the city's immediate vicinity. According to Sir Nagmalada, Juno cannot stay the enemy's indefinite battering on its walls for much longer. It is only a matter of time before the Duchy is completely exhausted of manpower and resources. The Archduke wishes not for the nation to continue bleeding in vain. Following lengthy and impassioned deliberation, surrender was deemed to be the sole course of action that could avert total annihilation from befalling Juno. But the three nations, too, are advised to commence preparations for unconditional surrender. If I may venture a proposal, I shall seek an audience with King Destin and request permission to dispatch troops to bolster Juno's defensive effort. In the meantime, if talk of surrender could be held in abeyance, a generous offer, but I fear it will be in vain. It is no secret that Sandoria has suffered numerous stinging defeats at the hands of the Beastmen. The Duchy is not so unsympathetic as to deprive your ailing army of what little remains. Your Excellency is gracious, even in declinature. If the Duchy finds Sandoria's assistance alone wanting, I shall personally see to it that Bastock and Windhurst too provide Juno with reinforcements. If it please you. Sir Nagmalada? So be it. Archduke Camlino will be informed of your proposal, but his opinion is unlikely to change. I believe this will prove to be a royal waste of time. I take my leave of you. My lord, to where are you headed? To see the king and request his permission to mobilize a contingent of knights for the defense of Juno. Will he be alright? Something weighs heavily on your mind. Sir Nagmalada. It seems to me Sir Regulus is unwell. A wound taken to the chest, if experience tells me true. How did you... I beg you, sir, please keep this matter in confidence. I understand. Thank you, my lord. I know a skilled physician based in Juneau. At your word, I can have medicine prepared to treat Sir Regulus's afflictions. You're very kind, my lord, but Lilith and Tuna have already brought some for him, but thank you all the same. Hello? Sir Nagmalata, I say this not lightly. I want you to come with me. Doing so will not only be for your sake, but for the world also, but that of the world also. This fact you will come to realize in due time. What are you saying? The world? How now come? Touch me not, sir. A simple dancer I may be, but my lord would do well to not underestimate me. Ah, spirited woman, no less than I had expected. Pray forgive my trespass. What was that about? Really? The king has granted permission for both the Ironcrest Hawks and the Iron Rams to be mobilized. The two units will depart as soon as preparations are complete. As for me, I shall first head to the other two nations to entreat their army's aid and rejoin the knights in Juneau shortly thereafter. But my lord, you still need rest. I'll be fine. Now, I must make haste and... Sir Regulus... It's nothing. My lord, you mustn't go, not in your current condition. No, this chance must not be wasted. Even Count Borel himself has pledged his cooperation and will assume the role of official emissary on the mission. Excuse us. First, we brought this medicine here for you, and second... Tuna and I volunteer to undertake the journey to Bastock and Windurst in your stead. Tuna has proven herself to be quite a competent navigator. I guarantee you'll not find a more qualified substitute. We'll be back before you know it. And since Count Borel will be doing all the talking at each destination, you can rest completely assured. Please consider, my lord. I have every confidence that these two will not fail you. Very well. Tuna, Lilith, I'm relying on you. The fate of Vana'diel may well be resting on your hands. Yes, sir. Leave everything to us, sir. Now this way, my lord. You need to lie down. I must admit, never once in my life had I dreamed of traveling in the company of a troop Mayakov dancer. Not that I'm complaining, of course, not in the least. The pleasure's all ours, Count Borel. My name is Lisette, and with me here is my trusty partner, Tuna. Together, we form the unbeatable tag team duo Future Fabulous. I always have trouble saying that word. Just to give my lord an idea of our recent accomplishments, not a few days ago we made mincemeat out of a dark dragon, and on a separate occasion overcame the extinction of a plantoid species. Whatever the task, and no matter the odds, Future Fabulous shall prevail. That's, wonderful. During these needy times, we certainly welcome all help offered us. On behalf of Sandoria and her citizens, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude for coming to our aid in this hour of need. Right, you needn't mention it, my lord. We are at your most humble service. Now, to recap, our contact in the Federation of Windurst is Velda Galda of the Patriarch Protectors. And in the Republic of Bastock, Radford of Strategic Command. Both are acquaintances of mine. Royal messengers have already been dispatched to inform both parties of our coming. We should not have to wait over long to be granted audience with the Warlock Warlord and President Priyan. No, then, without further ado. Aye, sir. Okay, then. I think the first place that we're going to go is going to be Bastok. Have I been to Bastok in the past yet? I don't remember. Well, I'll find out in a minute. If not, it's not going to be a problem. Nope, it appears that I have not. Alright, so we're going to have to utilize the services of the Void Watch NPCs to teleport ourselves over there. Because that is going to be the quickest way. And they should be over here. There we are. I think it's the refiner we talked to. Request teleportation. Yes, to Bastok, North Goosteberg. There we go. This should dump us. Oh, right. Are you alright, soldier? That's a lot of blood. Someone help me over here. Take this to a man named Engelhart. Get him to a medic. That is the beginning of the Bastok quests, which I am not going to be doing at the moment. So, because just entering this, the North Goosteberg zone is what triggers it. Okay, so now that we're here, I need this. Okay, survival guide. Excellent. Now we're looking for Radford in Bastok Markets SH6. Okay, so he should be just right around the corner. There you are. But before we talk to you, there's one thing we need to do first. So we need to go find the home point. To make getting back here more convenient, and well, There it is. Okay. Radford's right here. My dear Count Boral, it's good to see you again. We had received word that you would be coming. Good to see you also, Radford. My apologies for the late notice. And pray excuse my brashness, but time is of the essence. How soon may we present ourselves to His Excellency? Word of your arrival has already reached the President's ears. This way, please. Welcome to our fair republic. He's decked out in full armor. Right. It is my understanding that you bring a matter of grave importance to this discussion table. I hope you don't mind my legati taking part. No, not at all, Your Excellency. Now, if you'll allow me to explain the events which have led to this sudden visit. Juno is to surrender? The very architect of the Alliance could have had such a drastic change of heart is inconceivable. On delivering the news to King Destin, Sir Nagmalata appended that the three nations too should make ready for unconditional surrender. Throwing down our swords, however, is the last thing on the mind of Sandorians, as it is ours. A Junoan surrender would have a calamitous effect on the war, and must be avoided no matter the cost. To this end, the Sandoria will dispatch a contingent of knights to aid in the duchy's defense. And now, the kingdom humbly asks that our ally, Bastok too, lend soldiers to this most worthy of causes. What say you all? As much as we'd like to rush to Juno's aid, to put it bluntly, we haven't the capacity to do so. We've incurred heavy losses over the course of this accursed war. Any further dents to our rank will have no choice but to consider conscripting civilians. I must concur. In our current state, sending away even a small contingent of soldiers would be tantamount to cutting off our own sword arms on the eve of battle. But... The 4th Division, too, suffers from a severe shortage of hands. Countless Republican soldiers, good men and women, were felled in the Battle of Grauberg. Grave though the situation in Juno may be, I fear we have no soldiers to spare. However... It pains me to have to say this, Count Boral, but given the circumstances, Bastok cannot answer the call. We ask your understanding. In better times, such a discussion would not even have been a necessity. Hello? Zazarg. 4th Division, 7th Cohort's Prefectus, Zazarg reporting. Nazarg, what's the meaning of this intrusion? My apologies. As the head of the 4th Division, it was I who called upon the Prefectus. Yeah, so my apologies for gate crashing this little party and eavesdropping and whatnot. But enough beating around the bush. Mr. President, sir, requesting permission to lead the 7th cohort in Juno's defense, sir. You don't need to worry about manpower if that's what's on your mind. As of late, my units received a generous injection of young blood, raring to prove themselves on the battlefield. You're joking, surely. The 7th cohorts are more akin to a basket of rotten eggs than a military unit. What can a bunch of untried social misfits hope to achieve? Legatus Berger. Berger? You don't mind sparing a bit of your precious time? It'd be my pleasure to give you an inspection tour of the 7th cohorts. See the lads and lasses with your own eyes, and even you will be compelled to retract your rotten eggs comment. And that comes with the Zazog guarantee. I think that might be the unit that you join if you decide to join Bastok. It's quite the mystery, but all who join the 7th cohorts, even the disagreeable types abandoned by society as lost causes, undergo a transformation and are reborn as disciplined soldiers. And as an added convenience, it appears that a sizable chunk of the Beastman force camping out about Juno is made up of Kadav, our specialty. Unlike us, though, the folks over in Juno haven't had much experience dealing with the turtle men and their thick shells. That's why they've been having it rough all this time. Nobody there discounts the Duchy's strategic importance. That much we've established. If she were to fall to the Beastmen, it'd only be a matter of time before the 3 nations follow suit. Let us go and lend a hand to our Junoan brothers and sisters, I say. I beg you to consider, Mr. President. Rough-mannered as Azard is, I can attest to his leadership and prowess on the battlefield. Very well. Prefectus Zazar, you have your unit mobilized. I leave the matter in your hands. Now we're talking. Thank you, sir. Mr. President, sir. The 7th cohorts will strike out for Juno without delay. Thank you, sir. Now, little missy. I haven't done anything deserving of such an enthusiastic display of gratitude. There's nothing special about helping out friends in need, and nationality sure as hell's got nothing to do with it either, am I right? Yes, sir. Alright, well, we have one additional unit on board. Alright, now we need to head over to Windurst and meet up with the Warlock Warlord, Robel Akbel, if that is your real name. But actually, first, before we do that, we have to find the person we need to talk to. Velda Galda. Alright, they should be at K9. So, K9. Alright, over there. That's going to be a bit longer of a walk, so just a sec. Alright, there's our man. Count Boral. Velda, my good sir. It has been a while. A while it has been indeed. We've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. It is good to see you in such high spirits. Now, as you are no doubt already aware, the purpose of my journey here is... Well, the last time we met would have been... at the finals of the Three-Nation Conflict Tournament. Yes, that's it. The memories do come flooding back. I must say, the crowning moment of the tournament was when, the dying seconds of the final round, I dropped my Lord cold to the ground with the butt of the club and dashed to victory with Petra in hand. Why, it's still fresh in my mind as though it all happened just yesterday. Those were the days. Pray forgive my cutting short your delightful reminiscences of the but the matter I seek to discuss with the Warlock Warlord is of utmost urgency. Oh, yes, that's right. Come with me, please. Windows 666, welcome to our Sandorian allies. Official emissary from Sandoria, Halvar M. Boral, at your service. Well met, Count Boral. I am Warlock Warlord Robel Akbel. And I, Leko Haboka, military technician and advisor to the Warlock Warlord. We're familiar. With me here are my traveling companions on this mission, Lisette of Troop Mayakov and... Tuna. You've been keeping yourself occupied, I see. It appears that Tuna requires no introduction. The hand of fate has obviously led her here. Indeed. Tuna, you were off gallivanting in Sandoria all this time, but didn't think to tell me. Now then, what is this urgent matter that you wish to discuss? Yes, well... Surrender. Those were the exact words of Sir Nag Malata. The region surrounding Juno have hosted a great many battles against the Beastmen is well known to us. As a matter of fact, several warlock brigades have been deployed to those conflict-ridden areas at the Duchy's behest. But if Juno's intention truly is to surrender, it would be in the best interest of Windurst to recall them back to the capital without delay. If I may be permitted to speak, my lord, Sandoria is united in the belief that Juno must not fall to the Beastmen. By order of King Destin, preparations are being made as we speak to send a contingent of knights to bolster Juno's defenses. That is why we've come to seek help for our from our Windurstian allies in the form of further reinforcements for the Duchy. Something is amiss. Extremely amiss. Nag Malata is renowned the two continents over as a shrewd negotiator and brilliant strategist. He certainly isn't the type to be preaching surrender at this premature stage. Which means... While we're sorely aware that the Federation must prioritize its own welfare, Juno's surrender would have an irreversibly disastrous effect on the war. Please, sirs, I beg you, assist us in the defense of Juno. Leko, what is the current state of our forces? The warlocks cannot be relieved from their current posts. The Mithra mercenaries, on the other hand, have recently had their numbers replenished. Or perhaps... Understood. Windurst would not turn a deaf ear to this earnest request from our Sandorian brothers and sisters. Nor would we forget the debt we owe the kingdom for coming to our aid at Fort Karugo Narugo. Your wish is granted. Juno can count on reinforcements from Windurst. Thank you, Your Excellency. Let us fight side by side for the survival of Juno and the future of all children of Altana. A moment. If I may inquire your name once more. But of course, I'm Lillicet, a troop by Icon's brightest young star, honored to have made your acquaintance. Lillicet. A beautiful name. Lillicet, Tuna, I thank you both for your cooperation. With your invaluable assistance, our mission to entreat the aid of the two nations was a success. All that remains now is to relay word to Juno and ensure that no acts of folly such as surrender take place. Yes, my lord. I fear this is where we must part. My duties require that I be at my king's side. Take this letter and see it safely to the hands of Archduke Kamino. After you have done so, be on standby to receive our knights upon their arrival. Understood, sir. May the goddess keep you. Alright, so we have Count Boral's letter. Alright, so now we need to head to Sarmuk Champagne. But let me look into one thing here before we head out. So just a moment. Alright, I was just looking forward towards what we're going to be doing next. And I think this is actually a good stopping point for us to kind of break off here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. And then we'll head out to Sarmuk Champagne, have whatever long cutscenes we're going to get there, and then there's going to be a big fight, and yeah. So there's going to be some stuff to do for next episode. So we'll go ahead and stop here then. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.